All right, we're back. So, create some vertices. Let's do
Right.
it.
Yeah, these vertices, luckily, are going to be a lot easier to create than they were with that hexagon grid. Because if you remember with the hexagon grid mess, we had to go and check and iterate through the z's, check if we're on even and odd rows, and do some stuff in one case and some other stuff in another case.
Oh,
This
yeah, I
is
remember those days.
Yeah, this is much more straightforward.
All right.
So we're just gonna, nest a couple of loops. First one is going to be z, and this will be that whole z equals 0, z less than size, and then just increment z. So then we'll make another one that'll be 4. This one will be x, and, size again, just like before. Nothing special here. Go ahead and get rid of this extra set of braces. We're not going to need it. And go ahead and delete that, hit enter. All right, now we need to define an offset. How far are we going to be offsetting these vertices? That's going to be a matter of taking our size, subtracting 1 from it, dividing it by 2f, and multiplying that by our spacing. So this will offset our vertices nicely so that they are arranged around the center. If you remember way back with even the hexagon grid, we offset our vertices so that the origin or the transform was in the center of the entire mesh.
Right.
That's the same thing that we want to do here. So then we'll take another variable. This will be position x. That's going to equal x times spacing minus our offset. Do the same thing with position z. Position z will equal z times spacing minus offset. Whoops. Offset. All right. From here, we're going to define a new vert, which will be a new vector 3. And this will be position x comma 0 because we want every vertex to start off on a flat plane at the 0 on y. And then we just say base vertices dot add. Matter of fact, this is simple enough. I'm not even going to bother defining that, so I'm going to just put that right inside the add. One less thing for a garbage collector to deal with. So go ahead and just slap that right in there. All right, so this will build an array of vertices for us. Now, we can test it just to make sure that it's doing what we think it is by doing, let's say, how do I want to do this? Let's do var go equals GameObject dot create primitive, and we'll set a primitive type dot sphere. Go ahead and then say go dot transform dot position equals this. Go ahead and build that. Let's go ahead and open up our terrain demo. Inside of start, we'll say new terrain mesh. So that builds, it's all successful. And let's just see what happens. So somewhere in our scene, there's some spheres. I promise they're there.
Woo!
There we go.
Awesome.
So there's our spheres positioned on a nice grid-looking system. And if we look at our game manager, which I've got zeroed out, so it's at the origin of the world, we can see that our grid is nicely centered up.
Yeah.
This around the the zero origin,
Awesome.
which is what we wanted it to do.
Mm-hmm.
So we can go ahead and stop this. Go ahead, jump back into the terrain editor, back to our TerrainMesh, and I'll comment out this code for now, mostly because we may find that we need to create some more placeholders to troubleshoot issues
Sure.
and make sure things are there. So instead of retyping it, I just comment out, copy and paste it in the future.
Okay.
So the next video, we will discuss the creation of UVs, which is even simpler than the creation of vertices.
Awesome. All right. Well, with that, that is going to wrap up this video. Thanks a lot.